Hello, I am the Thoughtful Beast, and this channel is all about mental health through the lens of this Filipina American millennial living with mental illness. Don't forget to subscribe, and now let's talk about weaponized gratitude. So I feel like some people might have clicked this video being like,
But wait, isn't gratitude a good thing? I swear I saw an article, Harvard Med or something. Yeah. It says gratitude is strongly and consistently associated with greater happiness.
Yes, gratitude is powerful, and unfortunately that's why some people use it as a weapon. How are they weaponizing gratitude? By using it to guilt and shame you, of course. Let's look at an example. Anne's auntie gives her a job out of college during a rough economic time. Let's say during the pandemic. Anne was hired to help her aunt with administration, and because of the pandemic and Anne's financial situation, Anne's aunt has also offered to house her as well. Anne has been working really hard for her aunt, but realized that her last paycheck did not include her overpay time. Anne thinks this must be a mistake and brings it up to her auntie, only to be yelled at and told that she was shameful. Anne's aunt tells Anne that without her she would have no place to live and no job. It's hard to pay people right now. It's COVID. You're going to take advantage of me after all that I have given you? Anne apologizes and leaves feeling guilty and ashamed. Anne's aunt weaponized gratitude. So let's break it down. For this example, I use two common situations where gratitude is often weaponized: at home and at work. Just because Anne asked for her fair pay, it doesn't make her an ungrateful person. Asking for what you deserve doesn't make you ungrateful. And the shaming is a tactic that employers use to make sure that their employees don't complain and get what is fair to them. We are taught that we're supposed to just stay quiet, be thankful, and not complain because at least we have a job. But to be honest, don't you think that mindset is why we still have sexual harassment in 2020, let alone unlivable working wages? That mindset is why we still have people working for the same companies year after year without ever getting a single raise, even though cost of living goes up with time. Instead of companies paying what you deserve, they count on your gratitude keeping you silent. When it comes to gratitude and family, girl, that's tough. A lot of people might not agree with me, but I don't actually believe that children owe their parents anything. We did not choose to be born. Our parents chose to have us. It's so interesting that babies are thought of as a gift, and people say, your parents gave you the gift of life, and then at some point that means that you're supposed to start paying your parents back. But I don't think that's a gift, that's a loan. Am I saying that children shouldn't buy nice things for their parents or take care of them in their old age to show their gratitude? No, not at all. I'm saying if you want to do those things, you should do them because you legitimately want to and not because you feel guilty. Guilt is not gratitude. Buying things for your parents because if you don't, then they'll call you ungrateful is not gratitude. So I feel like I can go on and on with really long examples of how people weaponize gratitude, but for the sake of time, let's just do a bullet point list. People are weaponizing gratitude against you when they tell you that you should not complain about being abused or mistreated because at least you have a job. When they make you feel bad for being in a financially secure position and not helping them out with their financial problems. When they guilt you into doing something that you really don't want to do because they have helped you in the past or are helping you now. When they tell you that you should not complain about being abused or mistreated because they love you and no one else would ever love a loser like you. When they tell you that you should be grateful that you aren't being as hit as bad as they were when they were growing up. Hopefully this list was specific and general enough for you to see the different ways that gratitude is weaponized. Do not feel bad if you have fallen into these traps or are falling into these traps right now. Guilt trips are super real and unfortunately they work. All we can do is learn, be strong, know better, teach better. So let me know if you have any similar experiences or you can relate to any of this in the chat below. Remember to subscribe and really remember that you deserve to be treated well and be paid fairly and be treated kindly. Let's go out into the world and create that happiness, whether that means that we're gonna go out and end a toxic relationship, or if that means that we're gonna go out and eat some cookies. It's your choice. Bye. Shameful. Sound like Batman. Shameful.